Here we go. Team USA. You know, Steve Hartman said it, and I heard him say it for the last 2.5 hours, so I can't disagree. Or I can't say it was like an original thought, but like if they fired Steve Kerr after this, I wouldn't blink twice. Like legitimately, it is mind-boggling the way he is moving about these exhibition games. To start the same starting lineup that played Canada, right? Mm-hmm. At this point, what more do you need to see that the second unit right now is significantly better than the first one? Like top to bottom. And that doesn't mean that everybody in the first unit needs to come off the bench. The starting lineup very much should not include Devin Booker, should not include Joel Embiid, and borderline Drew Holiday. Borderline Drew Holiday. The only two guys out there that I feel like should be starting on a consistent basis for this team is LeBron and Steph. And if this is supposed to be warm-ups for the Olympics, where these games are going to matter and going to count, why are you not maximizing or trying to maximize who could be the starting lineup for this team? Because you can't tell me they were 43.5-point favorites to start this game, VJ, at opening tip.
I thought it was 48.5. It was 43?
The last report I saw was 43. Maybe it had ticked up. Maybe it had ticked up right before, but about 20 minutes before halftime, or 20 minutes before game start, I saw 43.5 points. If the first unit doesn't just lay down so bad to a South Sudan, then the second unit have to make that up. Yeah. And you saw what happened at halftime. When they go into the half down 14, they start a second unit led by Derek White, Anthony Edwards, Anthony Davis, Bam Adebayo, and Jason Tatum. Yep. And you know what happened? That lead evaporated. You sub in the old guys again, you know what happens? South Sudan goes on a run. It's like I'm sitting here watching this game, doing these updates like, they're going to blow this game because they want to play everybody. Yeah. They're going to blow this game because they're going to want to play everybody. If Steve Kerr doesn't move Anthony Edwards and Anthony Davis minimum into the starting lineup, I don't know what the hell he's doing there. Yeah. You have a strong argument for Jason Tatum and Bam Adebayo to take over one of the other spots. Mm-hmm. If I was calling the shots, I would be starting Steph, Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards, LeBron James, and Bam Adebayo. Joel Embiid, thank you so much for not playing for France. Thank you for not playing for Cameroon. You will be the sixth man. You and Jason Tatum will come in off the bench. And that's the 7 that I would feel really good about. That's what I would do. And Drew Holiday as well, coming off the bench. That'd be my 8-man rotation. But the idea that they're just trotting out the same lineup, the same one that gave up the rope against Argentina. Was it Argentina? No, not Argentina. I'm forgetting. They had a 24-point lead. Australia. There was the wrong eighth country. Hand up my bag. But no, they had a 24-point lead going into midway through the third quarter. They put the starters back out there. They win by 4. What more do you need to see? This team should wipe the floor with everybody, but it may not because of these damn rotations.
Victory lap time. I warned people. Now, do I still think USA will win the gold? Yes. But I've been warning people since I've seen this team put together and paying attention to basketball just overall. This is not going to be the cakewalk that people think it is. And see, what happens in this business, we start to do these false narratives and personal narratives, because I could swear it was just about 10 days ago. There was talk that this team was supposed to be better than the original Dream Team. Jordan, Bird, Barkley, Chris Mullin, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. This team was better than John Stockton, Carmelo, all Hall of Famers except for Christian Laettner. This team was supposed to be better. Now, I'll fight back again on the starting lineup along with my illustrious co-host here to my right, but I'm going to add 2 names to it because I don't really think these 2 guys should be on the team. I would actually still bench. You mentioned the old guys because you call them old guys. LeBron, my starting lineup would be Steph, AD, Ant, Tatum, and Bam. That would be my starting lineup. This would be the perfect time for even those old guys, as Martin is calling them, to say, hey, we're on the team, all right, cool, but we'll give way. Look, we'll give way to the young bucks. Both these guys are still trying to go back to their respective cities, right, and lead their teams as older guys to championships this year. At least that's what both of them think and say. Steph and LeBron. KD's already hurt, so that was another third person that I had in there when we first started talking about Team USA. But KD's out of the picture right now. But I agree with you as far as what Kerr's doing. Is he sandbagging, Martin? Is he kind of just playing around right now because these games don't matter? And when we get to Paris, does the rotation change? I'm hoping he's got a back pocket card that no one else knows about but himself and the coaching staff. And they're like, listen, we got the dub today. If we had a loss, it would have looked supremely embarrassing.
VJ, it would have been one of the biggest upsets in basketball history.
Yeah, well, sports history, in my opinion. That's up there with
I haven't done the thought on that. But literally, if you're a 43 or 48-point favorite and you lose outright, goodness gracious.
But at the end of the day, I'm just hoping, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I'm hoping Steve Kerr's like, look, maybe a loss would have been good. Maybe these guys are feeling themselves a little too much. And I got a rotation in my back pocket. Don't worry about it. This game meant nothing. It meant everything to Sudan. It meant nothing to the United States. It really didn't. In the grand scheme of things, it meant zero. We've seen American basketball teams put our stars and NBA players out there and lose. We can go back to 2004 and look at that run that they had there. So we've seen, it's nothing that, it's like, all right, they won at the end of the day. But as far as the rotation goes, I just think this would have been a perfect time to just, even if you're Kerr, like, go to the vets. Look, you guys have put in your time in the NBA time. You'll get plenty of playing time because, right, he said it's not about who's, going to play. Everybody's going to play. Everybody's going to normally average almost close. The top 7 or 8 guys in the Olympics normally average close to the same minutes per game. The leading scorer is always between 13 and 16 points as far as USA Olympic basketball is concerned. I looked that up. Some of the leaders over the last, 10 Olympics, and 16 points. Some 15, 14, it's in that range. So nobody's going to average 24 and 22 and 21 points for the USA team.
Plus, it's only a 40-minute game.
But one of these guys could. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't just so spread out as far as playing, I would really consider going to the old guys. I know LeBron had 25 today, hit the game-winning layup. But say, hey, we're gonna give in early group round. Let's give the young guys. I'm gonna shake it up a little bit. Ant, AD, Tatum, Bam, and Steph. That's the starting 5 going into the group stage, which is easily, well, I say easily winnable until you see today's game. But I'm with
they got to see South Sudan again. They got to play them in group.
Yeah. Well, and now in group, hey, Mary, I'm sorry to say this, in group, it's gonna be ugly.
It's gonna be ugly. We gonna get that point back.
It's going.
We gonna get it back in blood too.
You guys will beat somebody else in the group. But when you play USA again,
I don't know though. Yeah, we kind of wiped our asses.
Nah. Hey, listen, when you play USA again, they will remember today. They're gonna remember all the radio talk. Wait till tomorrow. Monday. Wait till Monday morning comes, and the show's just buried his team. They'll hear it. They'll hear it from way over there, and then when they play you guys again in the group stage, it'll go ugly. Martin, bottom line, once again, I can't get too riled up about today.
Oh, I can't.
Because I know. I heard you.
I can't.
I'm sitting right next to you. But I'm not. I'm going to let you have that today. I'm normally the high-octane upset guy here, but I'm going to let you have that today. And in the grand scheme of things, I get what you're saying about the lineup, but I'm going to hold out that Kerr, an experienced championship coach, he's got a rotation back pocket card. He just is not playing yet.
Look, I mean, I used to sit there and think Warriors fans are so spoiled. They're sitting up there complaining about Steve Kerr. I get it now.
Oh, come on.
I get it now. Now the team I'm rooting for, because it's not after one game. It's after the 4 games.
Okay,
and he still continues to try. I mean, starting Embiid at this point, it should be illegal.
He shouldn't be on the team. Real talk. Embiid should not be on the team. Embiid is not ready to play on the world level.
It's just not only that. He also looks like he's not ready to play anywhere because his knee feels like his knee seems like it's a step away from exploding at any minute.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, and it's not just that, as soon as Anthony Davis comes in the game, the entire tone changes.
Everything changes.
Every single game. As soon as Anthony Edwards comes in the game, and he did not shoot well today, but as soon as Anthony Edwards comes in the game, the entire tone changes. South Sudan was doing whatever the hell they wanted, but at first, whatever the stretch of that game, and then the bench team came in, and it was like they were in jail.
Let me ask you this, because we pick on this in the regular season. LeBron James does not play defense, guys, like he once used to. And it's going on like year 4 now. It's not nothing new. It's not nothing recent. He knows how to hide himself down on the baseline and kind of point to teammates. And when they make a mistake and guys drive right by him, I caution people leading into this that on the world level, you have to defend because these other countries don't play like us. They really do move the ball. There's not a lot of isolation going on with a lot of these countries. And Sudan was moving the basketball. That's why the defense looks like Swiss cheese. You talk about Steph Curry. He's never been touted as a defending point guard, and this is your starting point guard once again on the world stage. You mentioned Embiid. Embiid isn't a great defender, and it looks like
I think when healthy, he's a really good defender.
Not a great, though. I just said not a great. Really good is not great. He's not a great defender, but yes, I'll give you that. He's a really good defender, but he's not a great defender. You could take him to the hole and score him or pull him from the basket and drive around him. But when you look at the other defenders on this team, you talk about AD. I think that poll, the reason why I balked at that poll and scoffed at it because it's such BS, number one, in my opinion, and I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but it is true, the best two-way player on this team is Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is the best player on this team. He should definitely be in the starting rotation, and if he were, he'd average probably about 15 to 16 points and lead them in scoring in this Olympics. I think he will be added, Martin. I'll go out on a limb. When we start the Olympics, AD will be in the starting lineup.
See, that's the other thing that drives me nuts about this, and we got a break after this. But, this is the time to try stuff out. This is the time to find out who's going to be in the starting lineup. Why would you run the same one out you already have? It's just this is the time to figure it all out. These are the games that don't matter. This is it's I get it. And this team may be better than the dream team if Chuck Daly was coaching them. May he rest in peace.